Oh boy, Nintendo have finally released a video showcasing the Nintendo Switch Online. I can finally pay for their online services. I wonder what kind of benefits I'm going to get, so let's watch this video right now.
Of course, you can play compatible games together online, even when you're far apart.
I mean, I thought I could already play online for free. Let's just continue with the video, let's go.
You can even play classic NES games, anytime, anywhere on Nintendo Switch.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
With Nintendo Switch Online, game save data is automatically backed up in the cloud.
Cloud saves, finally! I cannot wait to finally back up my Splatoon 2 data, because that is one game where I need to keep my ranking and all my clothing and gear items. I could not lose that. If I lost that, I'd be devastated. Shut up. You're saying Splatoon 2 doesn't support online cloud saving? The game that needs it most, and you're telling me it doesn't support it? You better be joking, Nintendo!
Nintendo Switch Online also connects with the smartphone app.
Oh yeah, the smartphone app. I totally forgot about that. It's not as if I've been using my Switch already for Fortnite. Nah, I love the voice app. Like, Discord? Skype? What are those? Okay, so far I've been pretty underwhelmed with the Nintendo Switch Online, but apparently there are exclusive offers that could end up saving this entire online infrastructure. So let's see what they have for us.
Members will also receive special offers. What are they? Check Nintendo.com for more information.
More details to come. Well then what's the point? So Nintendo Switch Online is finally out for everyone to purchase, to buy, to play their games online. But how does it stack up? Now that the online is finally out, Nintendo have showed us the features that we get for paying for the online membership. How does it all stack up? Is it good? Is it a train wreck? I mean, looking at the internet and the comments, videos, replies, I think it seems like it's a train wreck, don't you think? Just a tiny bit? Just a small amount, a tiny bit went wrong? So personally, me, I have not bought the online yet, but I have played the online. I've played the NES app and the NES games, and I've seen how the online works now that you have to pay for it. And the sad news is nothing's been improved. It's all basically the same as what we had before for free. And now it is paid. And this is a thing everyone's been talking about. Everyone has talked about Nintendo Switch Online. But let's get my word in. What do I think about Nintendo Switch Online? Is it good? Is it bad? Well, spoilers. It's kind of bad. And this isn't coming from someone who hates Nintendo. I love Nintendo. So if anyone from Nintendo, anyone is watching this, this is out of passion. This isn't me going out to hate you all. This is what improvements I think you could make. Things you're doing wrong. So let's just get straight into it. So, number one, the thing you're doing wrong the most is not fixing the online stability of your games. So games like Mario Kart, Splatoon 2 always get connection errors. And they should have dedicated servers to stop this from happening. It shouldn't be peer-to-peer, as everyone knows they are. But guess what? They still are, and there's now less people online than there were before. Because now that you have to pay for the online service, not every single Switch user has bought that. So you are now paying for less. Because you're now paying to play with less users than you had previously, which is kind of bad. And it wouldn't be this way if the online offered big, substantial improvements. But guess what? It doesn't. It doesn't offer really any improvement. It's just the same as ever. You still get your connection errors. You still get that really rough performance because it's all peer-to-peer. So the game is having to catch up with what the player is actually doing instead of it being in real time. It's peer-to-peer, so it's not great. Nintendo aren't paying for servers. We're just using our own internet, which is kind of backwards. We're giving Nintendo money. What I feel they should do is obviously make servers. Everyone thinks they should make servers. And maybe soon they will. Maybe they'll see how much money they're actually going to gain from this, and then go ahead and make servers for specific games. Splatoon 2, I think, is a must for servers. That game is dependent on accurate aiming and shooting down opponents and obviously spreading turf. That game needs servers. It needs dedicated servers. Mario Kart, I feel like you could maybe get away with Mario Kart, but Splatoon 2 is a game that desperately needs it. And if Splatoon 2 doesn't eventually get that, there's going to be huge complaints from not just me, but everyone in the Nintendo community, because this is a unanimous thing. Nobody's happy with Nintendo Switch Online, which is good to see, because it's good that people can actually stand up against Nintendo. I'm not saying Nintendo are evil. I'm just saying if you blindly accepted this and liked this, there'd be nothing for Nintendo to improve. There'd be nothing for Nintendo to go off of. So getting your criticisms out there and showing Nintendo that, yeah, you know what, we don't actually like this that much, is good. It's healthy. It's really healthy, because it can end up leading to a better service than you had before. So that's the online itself. Not great. And speaking of the actual online, let's talk about the NES game, shall we? So I've seen multiple reports. I've not personally played online on the NES games myself, but I've seen multiple sources tell me that the online is not good, because the NES games for the online is also peer-to-peer. So you don't get the best connection as you possibly could. It's all entirely dependent on the user's internet. No servers, no nothing. And you are paying for this. You're paying for these NES games. The NES games look fine. They look alright on the Switch, but it's like they were on the Wii U. They were on the 3DS. It's nothing new, it's nothing substantial, and I just think if they added Super Nintendo games, N64 games, and hell, even GameCube games, which they should have done, it would have been a better service. I really feel like that would have been at least a decent incentive to buy Nintendo Switch Online. Having a huge catalog of these retro games would have been cool, but they're limited to NES games, and that is just not good in my opinion. I don't think anyone cares that much that they're going to go out of their way just for the NES games. It just doesn't seem realistic. It really doesn't seem realistic at all. It just seems like a neat little bonus for paying for the online. But that's not what it should be, because the online is not improved. So I feel like the NES game should have made up for that. But it's only NES games. So it's like, no. No, it does not. At all whatsoever. So the NES games, personally, I do not think are that great. The choices for the NES games are not that great either. Obviously, that will be improved in the future. But as of right now, it ain't that good. Not really. It's okay, but it's not the best thing ever. So that's the NES games. Then we have cloud saving, which is a cool feature. Other companies do this. But if you saw the skit, Splatoon 2 doesn't even support it. Splatoon 2 doesn't even support the cloud saving. The biggest multiplayer game on the Switch doesn't support cloud saving. Do you not realize how big of a deal that is? Splatoon 2 is a game all about getting those ranks, getting new gear. It's entirely based on that. And now you just can't even back it up. If your Switch breaks, bam! It's gone forever. That's it. You lose. Have fun starting again, because it's now gone. Sorry, Splatoon fans. All that 500,000 hours you put into the game, whew, say goodbye. Because that is what Nintendo did. They didn't optimize the game properly so that you could do cloud saving. Because their excuse was they were scared people were going to hack the game. Number one, people have already hacked the game already, so it's not much use trying to prevent it anymore. And two, you should have designed the game better to actually not let people hack it so easily. You shouldn't store all the data on the Switch alone. That should be online. It's an online shooter. It's an online multiplayer game. Why would you store everything on the Switch console? Why would you do that? That's just not smart. You should have known this from day one for how long you've been planning the Nintendo Switch Online for. You should have planned this straight away. The Nintendo Switch Online was meant to release way sooner than it did, and they still didn't prepare for it. Splatoon 2 is the biggest game for online cloud saving, and they didn't let it be... I don't even know the word I'm looking for because I'm so angry they didn't let it be compatible with the cloud saving, which I think is kind of pathetic. I'm really upset over that. Like, that has gotten me really down. And I hope Nintendo, I'm sure they can do it in the future, patch that up. Nintendo, you need to get that sorted. Splatoon 2 is huge. You need to get that sorted. There are going to be people complaining about that. Please get that sorted. Not just for me, but for everyone who plays the game. And for you. For your better reputation. Please fix that. And also fix it for Pokemon, because that's also insane. I don't get Pokemon. I don't get that at all, because the game's not even out yet. So they knew the online was coming, and they still didn't design it around the fact that you could do cloud saving. So I don't get that either. That's really weird. And does that mean the next year Pokemon game ain't going to support the online? Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to see next year and see exactly what happens. So that's the cloud saving. That's not even the best thing in the world either. That's not even fully compatible, which is shocking. Like, it's just flat out shocking. That is entirely... It's just unbelievable. Like, it's just flat out unbelievable. But let's not harp on that any longer. What do we have next? We've got the mobile app. Oh yes, the mobile app. Now, I'm not too up to date on the app, but I remember the last time I used the app, you were forced to keep the screen on the entire time while you were in a call, which is ludicrous. It drains your mobile phone battery like that. Like that. I had to do the click properly. Damn. Like, just damn. There's nothing more else to say than that. Not much to say on the app. It's just, everyone knows it by now. It's dumb. The app's dumb. Shouldn't be a thing. You should be able to play directly from the console, voice chat directly from the console using a headset. You can do it on Fortnite. So why can't you do it on this? That's all I've got to say on that. It sucks. Nintendo, please fix that in some way. Like, Splatnet 2 is cool. Things like that is cool. Seeing stats, managing to even order stuff on the app, and then getting the items in the game, that is badass. That is cool. If you do more stuff like that, you'll be sorted. But you're not going to. I just don't think you are going to. But let's not hop on that. It sucks. Everyone knows it sucks. It's been in discussion for years. The app sucks. So the last thing I wanted to discuss was the special offers. Or should I say, the lack of special offers, because there's none. There's none. Nintendo's online service had been getting ready for over a year, and it's not even finished yet. These special offers aren't even there. So it really does beg the question, why would users buy your Switch online service now when there's no offers right now? Those users would be better waiting for the offers to come and then buying the online service, not buying it now and then having less time for those special offers when the special offers eventually come out. Unless they scrap that entirely, which they totally could. They could totally just chuck that off the table and there's no special offers anymore. Personally, I don't believe that, and I think I know what they're going to do. But that's the discussion for a later video. So, check that out when that's released. So, the special offers, they're not a thing. They're non-existent, and I just feel like that is just not smart. Like, it's just flat out not smart at all. I've not bought the online because of that. I've not bought the online because I wanted to wait to see what it was like. That's why this video is out now. It wasn't out before. I wanted to wait until it was released and see if it was as bad as everyone was saying it was. As everyone was discussing it. And it is. Sadly, I wish it wasn't. I really wish it wasn't. The online is bad. It's not great. Before it was free, and now it's not. And yes, it is cheaper than all the other companies. Yes, it's only like $20, but it was free before. And not only was it free before, if you take in the Switch users into consideration, Nintendo are going to be making quite the profit on this. At least $10 million. That's insane. At least $10 million they're going to be making from this. Unless people really did persist and not bought the online. Which I think would be a good stand. But that's just me personally. That's only me. If you want Nintendo to improve their online, I would suggest not buying it until they actually make some heavy improvements. That's why I haven't bought it personally. But if you want it and you want to play your games online, then yeah, you're kind of forced to. Like Super Smash Bros. Comes out soon. Of course you're going to want to buy the online. And you just know they're going to lock a Super Smash Bros. Demo before release. They're going to lock that behind the online. It's going to be like, yep, you can get this demo if you pay for our $20 online service that used to be free. That's what they'll do. I know it. I'm making that prediction right now. But that is basically the online service. Not good. Improvements I would suggest. I would suggest definitely dedicated server. That's probably the biggest thing. At least for Splatoon. For Splatoon and Smash. Those are the two biggest games I would definitely say make dedicated servers for. If you don't do that, there's going to be an uproar about it. Smash isn't out yet. There's time to make servers for it. And that would be impressive. If you had the game online with dedicated servers straight away, just like that, that's good. That's good, Nintendo. I believe you can do it. I believe in you, Nintendo, that you can do that. Please do that. I believe you can do it. So have that. Really, really try and get Splatoon 2 dedicated servers. Splatoon 2 definitely needs it. If you don't do that, then there's also going to be an uproar like there is right now. But we can't really tell you what to do at the end of the day. This is just my suggestions. Maybe give us more than just NES games, which I'm sure they'll do in the future. In fact, I'm going to predict next year they'll make their own separate app for Super Nintendo games. That'll definitely happen for sure. Cloud saves, fix your Splatoon 2 issue. That's insane. And Pokemon issue. That's also insane. Have good special offers. And ditch the app and let us use voice chat via the Switch console. It's fixable. You can fix that. Fortnite already has voice chat via console, so that's totally possible. The rewards aren't out yet, so it's easily redeemable. Cloud saving is redeemable, and dedicated servers are redeemable. You add those 5 things in there, Nintendo, and you can actually fix your online and make it good, and nobody would complain about paying because you've actually made vast improvements over what it was before. That's all you have to do. To stop this backlash, just put in a bit of work, and that's it. That's what I would say. Please fix it, Nintendo. And this is coming from a fan. This is coming from a huge Nintendo fan. Please improve the online. Thank you very much. That's all I want. And that's everything I've got to say. Let me know if you agree with me or not in the comment section below. Have you bought the online? Did you not buy it? Let me know. But that's all I've got to say. Thank you all for watching, my dudes. Peace out.